that money. Doesn't show, then you owe me, oh.
My jungle love.
Hey! What's up, Internet? We're here, finally. It's the moment you all been waiting for. Our explosive live used twos update for 9/11 tomorrow. We're here live tonight, 9/10. Doing the damn thing.
Doing it.
We got the gooch for you. We got all the gooch. All the gooch.
Good evening, Withrows.
Oh, the Withrows are here.
The Withrows are back.
We're back. Hey,
Mr.
y'all.
Brian A-Card on the line.
What do we say Renee's last name correct?
We'll see. Only time will tell. Could all come crashing down.
Yeah.
Oh, they say it's the highlight of their day.
Ah, yeah.
Thanks, Withrows.
Thanks, Withrows. Yeah, so...
No, I was at a Withrows.
Yeah, got a lot of good stuff this week of varying formats. Got CD, of course. A little vinyl. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 8 tracks. Put a little cassette in there. And 45s.
Yeah. Everything but movies this week.
Yeah, everything but movies. Soundtracks for movies.
Got that covered.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
it is popping.
Yeah, everyone's in. Everyone's here.
Yeah, we got Pat McGuire, who stopped by earlier.
What's up, Pat?
If you don't know Pat McGuire, stop by the Poughkeepsie Grind down on Main Street by the water there. Pour you a fine cup of Java. I don't drink coffee, so I don't know what the right terminology is. But Pat's a good dude. He's got good coffee, I'm told.
True. It's true.
The
It's
best,
right.
Jerry.
The
The best. We got our man Dan Aloisi's on the line.
What's up, Dan?
What's up, Dan? Mr. McCormick says, I can only read that as like the late 90s Budweiser beer frog commercials. And Paul Sad Boys Theorilla's on the line.
What's up, Paul?
And of course, our good friend Mint Chip.
What's up, Chip?
Howdy ho.
Paul, of course, got himself a complete Bright Eyes discography. Made this man really proud.
So proud. Oh my god, there's so many fucking comments.
Oh, I saw Eve in there.
Yep. Brian says hi. Eve says howdy. Renee, A-Card
Hey.
says hello. Curly's on the line with a hey hey.
What's up, Pearl?
And Pat says all shucks. Mr. John Gorman says salutations, very formal.
Burn.
And Mr. Farron on the line too.
What's up, Farron? Big ball and body Farron.
BBB.
We're trying.
Good try. All right.
I'm gonna start this week with our namesake. One, Darkside of the Moon.
DSM.
The old classic Dark Side of the Moon from that band Pink Floyd you may have heard. Why am I highlighting this one? An LP that we see on a week-to-week basis. Almost. Well, it's because this one comes with some goodies that we rarely get. Of course, the first pressing of the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon came with a whole bunch of inserts.
You stick it?
A little sticker, unstuck. Poster for your wall and spank bank.
Click that mouse, ladies.
One
Nick Mason was a dish.
and two. We got both posters in there, plus the sticker.
Complete.
Just chock full of goodness. And yeah. So if there is more of a reason to buy Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon, I got 3 of them right here.
Ew.
So talk away while I try to pull these up.
All right. Well, Tim, our boy Tim's on the line. What's up, Tim?
What's up, Tim?
And I think I'm going to start it off with this one here. In case you might have missed it a couple weeks ago when we had the Neapolitan colored reissue, we got an original. Morris Day and the motherfucking time Ice Cream Castle. So, of course, produced by one Prince. Hope you heard of him. And just an R&B classic. If Morris Day can make you come in and buy the record, yeah, nobody can.
The next pick is for the you pop punkies out there. You Julia Delaney's. It's the real friends. Not them fake friends. Real friends. Their first and second album, coming at you on Fearless Records, and it wouldn't be a pop punk album if it wasn't on some crazy ass colored pressing.
Some crazy motherfucker.
Crazy motherfuckers. Ooh, pretty. So that's their first one out in 2014, and boom, a little clear, a little smoke. Can't tell you which pressings these are. One of 6, something like that.
8, 12,
8,
something,
12. But pretty nonetheless. Just a nice little, nice couple titles for you pop punks.
Okay, I'm going to take it back to 86. I'm going to talk about They Might Be Giants. First album, first pressing.
Wow.
So I learned something fun when looking this up. Of course, this has hits such as Don't Let's Start and what was the other one? Hotel Detective. A couple classics there. But you know how they got their name? They took it from a movie from 1971 called They Might Be Giants, which I guess is a bastardization of a line from Don Quixote, in which windmills are mistaken for evil giants. So I just thought that was fun and wanted to tell everybody.
I mean, they might be giants. No, too.
Yeah, close there. That's John Dick. It's the first press. They Might Be Giants. Just a lot of fun. Get some birdhouse for your soul.
Little comment check.
Oh, we got Kelly Clark on the line. Hello! And come pick up your goddamn ice cream castle.
Ooh.
Not this one. The one we had on hold tray still. That's right, calling you out.
You out, Kelly Clark.
And with her saying, let's talk about They Might Be Giants. With one of these emojis.
Holler at us.
Yeah.
Next up, a personal favorite of mine, 2006 album, the last studio album of one Amy Winehouse. Of course, Back to Black, the 2006 or 7 best vocal winner.
Was it that late?
Yeah.
That was earlier.
Of course, she died 2011, I believe. Put out a posthumous album, but this was her last studio album, and it's fucking good, man. A damn shame she passed away. It was even more of a shame that I got into her after she died, and then because of course you heard Rehab, it was all over the radio. Going, I've heard it once, I've heard it 100 times, but no, there are fucking jams on here. Her voice.
For what it's worth, though, Rehab got hard.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. But it's like one of those things when you turn on your car and it's on at the beginning of your drive and the end of your drive. It just, you know, gotta get a little played out in the time. But, of course, you just, Tears Dry on Their Own, Back to Black, of course, Me and Mr. Jones.
You Know I'm No Good. I like that one.
It's just fucking great female vocalist. Can't speak highly enough. Grab this, a little cheaper than a new one, still in print. A special order and a new one if you want. And we got a couple other Amy's in house, so.
Boom
shakalaka. Oh.
Let's see. I think there's a delay because I don't know what people are talking about. Chip says such language, and I don't know what that's in reference to, but I probably did it. All right.
Couple fucks, couple shits.
Couple piss shits. What is it?
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, or turn the plot. That was Blink extended it.
Oh, did they?
But yeah,
Okay.
they have an entire song about it.
All right.
Sorry, Rhea, if you're watching.
Hey, Jesse.
Jesse.
Next up for me, nothing to do with any of those things, other than he might use some choice words of his own. It's Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks. One of the most brutal and honest albums ever recorded. Idiot Wind is just so painful. I fucking love it, but god damn it. You know the line in there? He's like, "You're an idiot, babe. It's a wonder you even know how to breathe." Woo! Jeez. It's rough, but this is a great record. Of course, you got Tangled Up in Blue, Simple Twist of Fate, Idiot Wind, You're Gonna Make Me Lonesome When You Go, and that's just the first fucking side. This record always goes It's not super rare, it's not super pricey, but goddammit, it's a classic and it deserves to be in your collection.
Next up is for you Beatles fans, maybe a Farron pick of the week, although we may already have it.
Oh, she's got it.
Gotta, right? You gotta. Of course, it's the posthumous compilation from one John Lennon, the John Lennon Collection. I see it all the time on CD, but rarely do we get it on vinyl here. It's got all the hits. I was actually reading it was supposed to come out in '81, but there were some issues with who owned which songs. So you had a little, you had Geffen owned some stuff, you had EMI, Parlophone owning others. So a little delay, nonetheless, came out '82. Good Piece of Chance, Mind Games, Imagine, they're all here. They're all here for you. Super clean, super nice. John Lennon.
Well, I see you're John Lennon, and I raise you the fever of the week with one Mr. Paul McCartney. Ram! That's how he intended to say it. I don't know if you knew that or not, but I spoke to him the other night, and that's how he referred to it. So this is, of course, Paul's second solo record, and he wrote it with his wife, Linda, the only one that's credited to both of them. And I just figured I'd talk about it. Everybody knows this record, but I get one of those.
Oh yeah.
He's got a little new gooch out this past Friday called Egypt Station. And that shit was flying off the shelves this weekend. We got it on every format available. And that litho Tyler was just holding up, still got a couple copies of that left. When you purchase the record, get yourself free litho. Only available at indie record stores like us. Nice.
You want to talk about the plan for a little bit?
Yeah, let's talk about the plan. Let's talk about the plan, baby.
Plan of Zymox, what the fuck were you thinking?
What were you thinking?
Come on. Clan of Zymox, of course, your favorite goth rock dark wave band, right? Right. This is cool. We got a nice little batch of little like mid to late 80s indie goth dark little ethereal wave in there. Some cool stuff, including this first album from Clan of Zymox. Just doing a little reading about it. Pretty indicative of the goth sound for the time. This was '85, right in the thick of it. Compared to some of their contemporaries at the time. Just a nice little first pressing of some genre we don't get too much of. Pretty hard to find that time period on vinyl clean.
Yeah, it was on the downturn.
Yeah,
right?
yep.
Bottom of the billboard.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff on 4AD records. Hard to find. A couple more are coming right up, but JJ's gonna hop in.
Actually, I think we need to just settle the crowd here real quick. You gotta hop in. There's a brouhaha brewing about the dead Kennedys here.
Okay.
So, Mickey was first,
Okay.
and then Ed was second. They both want to know how much the dead Kennedys is. So let's just talk about the dead Kennedys for a moment.
Alright, DK. Give me convenience or give me death.
DK and PK.
This is a first pressing, of course, on your alternate tentacles label there.
Alternate tentacles.
Alternative tentacle. Most importantly, though, for $40, you can get your original insert with the original.
That was pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
Flexi disc. So, boys, I want to see fisticuffs. If you're down here, swing it out. But no, for really, Mickey, if you want it, you can get it first, $40. Just let us know. And then if not, pass it along to Ed there. And then if not, it's open. Super fucking clean. Super fucking first press.
Couldn't get any more first than this one.
Couldn't get any
it's
more
the
first.
firstiest.
It's the firstiest. Most first. So, there you go. I'm going to let that sit there, and we'll keep an eye on the comments. Or give us a call. Give us a call.
Julia's standing by. 452-8010.
Cool.
Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. I was gonna go with one, but I feel like I have a good follow-up to your Clan of Zymox.
Mhm.
And that, of course, is Skinny Puppy.
Yeah.
The perpetual mind, the perpetual intercourse. So, Canadian industrial rockers?
Some OGs,
Yeah,
huh?
some of the earliest industrial, original fucking press, like he was talking about. And if you don't know Skinny Puppy, this is where Trent Reznor got the inspiration to do anything Nine Inch Nails ever did. I'm sure he would probably punch me in the face for saying that, but it's sort of true. There's a bit of it there. Yeah. But yeah, it's an original Skinny Puppy pressing. We never get to say that. Plus, the cover here, this was at the height of the PMRC, which was pushed by Tipper Gore for the labeling of parental advisory stickers on records, and this is one of the ones that made her push to do that because there's a breast on the cover, and it was from a pornographic film. So, I guess we had to censor it. But anyway, we've moved past that, right, America? Anyway, it's Skinny Puppy.
Let's just keep with the time period. Flows right in there.
Canada, or Eve says Canada represent.
Woohoo! I got the Cocteau twins this week as well.
What was the cockpit?
Oh, foot penis.
No, that's Herbie Hancock.
Yeah,
Ah, damn it.
we had some sort of cockpit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's alright.
So this week we got a first press of Echoes in a Shallow Bay. This was the second EP of 1985, following Tiny Dynamite 2 weeks later. So just a cool first pressing on that 4AD label of the Cocteau Twins, and a first pressing of their second album here, Head Over Heels. Also a first pressing right there. There were two sleeves. There was a glossy sleeve and a less glossy sleeve. This is the less glossy sleeve, of course.
LG.
LG sleeve. Fucking just really nice first press of some indie ethereal wave rock. Hey, Wikipedia said it, not me.
Indie ethereal?
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 Wave rock?
I thought you were saying two different words.
No, I said indie and then ethereal.
Okay.
That's that.
Okay. Hey guys. I can't remember. It's Jimmy Eat World. Static prevails. This is. Sorry, I'm all thrown off now. It's an original pressing Jimmy Eat World. This is Jimmy Eat World's second album from 1996. And this was their major label debut. And we got ourselves a nice little first pressing here. And not only is it the first press, but where is it? It includes the bonus 7-inch. So this is a rarity for sure. We never see things like this.
They reissued it a couple years ago.
Yeah, on
What?
SRC I think, right?
Different cover.
So yeah, get yourself a little Jimmy Eat the World.
Munch. Number one of my last two picks. Just gonna pop one in here real quick. Maiden Voyage by Herbie Hancock. This unfortunately is not a first press. This is a 77 reissue there on a Blue Note label with the white Blue Note. So yeah, you got Herbie doing his hard bop modal jump off with a who's who of personnel: Freddie Hubbard, Tony Williams, Ron Carter. And let's remember those names from a next pick coming in a little bit. Remember.
Alright, I'm gonna keep it on the sad boy train from our boy Paul, who was watching, maybe he still is. he got himself the box set and traded in a couple of the reissues towards it.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite bands of all time, it's Bright Eyes. This one being 1999's Fevers and Mirrors. So this was my introduction to Bright Eyes. Like, this had Sunrise, Sunset, and a bunch of other great fucking songs that are gonna escape me title-wise right now. But if you like sad boys, if you like emo music, if you like lo-fi production, that'll all hit you right in the feels. There you go. But that's not it. We got Fevers and Mirrors, but then we also have 2002's Lifted, or The Story is in the Soil, so keep your ear to the ground.
I go with Lifted.
Lifted? Yeah. You know what? And you could get whatever you want from the title out of all the songs on here. This was when they first really started to get noticed. Saddle Creek really made a name for themselves as a label on this record. And it's just a fucking classic. And if you know a Bright Eyes record, you know the last tracks are usually incredibly epic, and that started right here. One of my favorite of the entire Bright Eyes canon. So, come on, we want to be sad together. Let's talk about it, play it. We'll have a hug maybe.
I realized I got a couple 7-inch over here, so I might as well segue that sad boy pick with
Ooh,
little Elliott Smith.
the ultimate sad boy.
For real. Got a nice little 2018 reissue of Division Day and song number 6. No name number 6.
No name number 6.
So that is a beautiful pressing right there of a nice little Elliott Smith 7-inch. And I don't know, maybe we got a little chip pick
A
here.
little
for
chip
it.
action?
A little sealed Johnny Cash. The Man Comes Around. The B-side of Personal Jesus. Of course, this was on American 4.
Or
And this is the sealed white pressing. So white for Cash there. And another weird one right here. Little Ty Segall. This one is on blue and red vinyl, but it also comes with the 3D glasses so you can see what the fuck is going on right here. So this is just a couple 7-inch of about 50 we're putting out this week, spanning all genres, from R&B to soundtracks, a little bit of hip hop, and some sad boy stuff.
John Gorman says, apparently it's emo night in rainy Poughkeepsie.
That's true.
And Paul says, can't get any more sad boy than stabbing yourself in the heart. You're wrong, or you're right, Paul.
Yep.
Let's see. Chip calling dibs on the Ty Segall.
Okay.
And Gary Rosenthal calling dibs on the Cash.
Nice.
Boom.
Oh, for what it's worth,
For what it's worth,
Elliott
we do
Smith-
have a Buffalo Springfield record in the batch this week.
I was gonna say that Elliott Smith is on Suicide Squeeze Records.
Alright, my last Mamma Jamma of the night. It's a original pressing Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy. And what makes it particularly notable is it includes the intact Obi strip. I'm not going to rip it here, but kind of pull it up so you can see. So this came on the record originally, and it's usually never fucking there.
Nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found. So a nice intact one, tiny little rip on the side there. Ain't nothing to write your mama about. And yeah, it's Zeppelin. Of course, the song remains the same, just got reissued this week on Friday. And we got some Zeppelin gooch to go along with that. And we got some little OG gooch this week. Oh, yes, I'm getting word. Dibs. I think, who called it first? Frank Tager. Frank Tager has first dibs. Chip, you will be on reserve for that one. And, yeah, so that about does it for that one. What you got? Anything else?
Yeah, I got one last pick here that connected to my last pick. of course, a reminder.
Remember all those names?
Remember those names? What are they? That's right, Ron Carter, Tony Williams, Herbie Hancock. Nice. Good job, everyone.
John Footpenis.
John Footpenis. Of course, those players on Maiden Voyage 2 years later played, well, they were playing with Miles for a hot minute. This is their third of 6 albums of the Miles Davis Quintet featuring Ron Carter, Tony Williams, Herbie Hancock, Wayne Shorter, of course. But no, this is a first pressing of Sorcerer on that beautiful Columbia 2i. Not as pretty as the 6i, but still pretty fucking beautiful.
Still pretty.
Super clean of this great post-bop album. We're not hitting electric miles yet. We're not hitting any of that fusion. This post-bop doing his thing with the quintet. He didn't even play on one of these songs, on the second song, Pee-wee.
Hi, Miles.
But just a great late 60s Miles album. Was recently reissued on Vinyl Me Please on Pink, but 2-up them, get that first press. Show was really good. It sounds really, really good. So, Miles, Sorcerer, Herbie, Maiden Voyage, some jazz gooch for you. Featuring who? Ron Carter, Tony Williams, Herbie Hancock, Wayne Shorter. Nice.
You did it.
Good job, everyone.
So that about does it.
Mm-hmm.
We got Mega Gooch this week. Over 300 LPs, more than 300 CDs, 80 plus 8 tracks going out, 57 inches, 50 to 75 fresh cassettes for your decks. We're doing it. We're out here. It's September. 4th quarter, baby. We're bringing it hard.
Check that list tomorrow. If you're not on the list, sign up. DarksideRecords.com. Get them push notifications on the app you just downloaded.
If you don't know, we have a free app. It's available in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store.
Mm-hmm.
It's free. We send you the gooch right in the tickles of your pocket.
Boom. 845-452-8010. Shit's going out tonight. Get second dibs.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Goodbye.
See you in the beds.